Should you trust what the news conveys? Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu in ja'akum fasiqun binaba'in fatabayyanu. Or another qira'ah, fatathabbatu an tusibu qawman bijahalatin. So should you trust the news? Not really. And there's ample evidence of this. And there's a verse of the Quran. One of the Sahaba, I think he was a new Muslim, and he had in the past had bad interactions with a tribe called Banu Mustaliq. Banu Mustaliq had just accepted Islam, and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent where is it? Yeah, I have his name here. I was just looking at it yesterday. Umayyah ibn Umayyah, Uqba ibn Umayyah. Let me just find this man's name so the information isn't incomplete. Oh Allah. Yeah. Al-Walid ibn Uqba, that's the one. Al-Walid ibn Uqba, he was the half brother of Sayyidina Uthman ibn Affan. They had the same mother. And so the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent him to Bani Mustaliq, and they were expecting the representative of the Prophet to come. And when he got there, they all came out to greet him, but he thought they've all come to attack me. So he turned around and went back. And he said to, the people in Medina, they've left Islam and they've refused to pay the zakat. And then, it was almost at a point that, fine, okay, we need to go, defend ourselves, or we need to go attack them, fight them. People were saying. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, like, if a fasiq, someone who's not religiously upright, comes to you with significant news that will have a consequence, then check, then clarify the matter, or fatathabbatu, and make sure that the matter's being aimed correctly, like it's right, lest you end up harming someone whilst not knowing, right? So that's the general rule with news, with the media. You need to know where your evidence is coming from. And we've seen, just look back in the last 3 or 4 months, how many times has the narrative changed? The 40 beheaded babies, and then there's no sign of a single beheaded baby. There's no name of, and then they're saying, all these people got raped, and there's not a single person that's actually saying, yeah, it was me. And, one was, someone was outraged that, she didn't get, harmed in this way. And, it's just so many lies. And the media have never been the friends of the masses. The media has always been the tool of those in power. And whether it's a government or whether it's an international lobby or whatever, don't believe it. You can take certain things, but there's the facts as they put them. There's something that's empirical that can't be denied, and then there's the way it's framed, and then there's the larger narrative. And a believer has to understand that not everything that they say is going to be true, or kalimatu haqqin urida biha batil. As Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib said, some of the Khawarij, these people, this extreme sect in the time of Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, there's a whole history to this issue. But anyway, they said, La hukma inil hukmu illa lillah. The judgment and decision and rule is only Allah's. So Sayyidina Ali said that this is a true statement, but what is intended with it is false. Right? So people twisting a narrative, and they may use things that seem to be true, or even facts, but then it's used to prop up a particular narrative. So and there's enough evidence out there nowadays that for believers or for people in general to be aware of this. Go read 1984, George Orwell's 1984. And that's a good example of it's amazing when he wrote it, and how much insight he had. But yeah, should you trust what the news conveys? Most of the time, no. You can look at the empirical facts and come to a conclusion, or find someone whose conclusions are more accurate.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.